everybody. My name is Ty Perkins.
What up? It's DJ Juanito. That's right, DJ John.
Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Krista B.
What's up, y'all? I'm Louis.
Hey guys, I'm Mia Bell.
Hey everybody, this is your girl Shayla. And of course you know that I am the president of the magnanimous fan club of Michael Jackson.
I think that I found out I was a Michael Jackson fan literally from the time I was born. Michael Jackson played such a big role in my family, at the cookouts, at Christmas. We just bumped in Michael Jackson, even now to this day. He's always been super important to me and my family.
The moment I realized I was a Michael Jackson fan is probably hearing Off the Wall album playing in my brother's room. And hearing Off the Wall, it was just like the production, the emotion. I knew I was feeling something emotional in my body when I felt it. Like I felt what Mike was saying, singing, and everything in that piece of work. I felt it.
The moment I found out I was a Michael Jackson fan, I had to thank my father. My father would always come over to my grandmother's house and we would always watch Moonwalker and American Dream, the Jackson 5 story. It got to the point where I thought that my daddy had a connection with the cable company to make sure those two movies played back to back every time he was over at my grandma's house. And that was just our thing, just watching all the Michael Jackson videos and movies, and Moonwalker definitely solidified me being a Michael Jackson fan.
Right On magazine, my neighbor had a subscription because I couldn't afford it. I was too young, I think it was about 10. And they had these addresses of artists that you want to write to. And he was the only artist to this day that I've ever written to. And send a picture in my Easter outfit on my plastic couch. And I swear to you, after I sent that letter, and in it I said, "Dear Michael, you probably will never read this letter, Michael." Shortly after that, I heard a song called Dear Michael. And you can't get me to believe that he didn't see that song and they wrote that song based on that letter that I wrote to Dear Michael. You probably never read this letter, Michael. That was my joint because I thought it was based on the letter that I wrote in my Easter outfit on my plastic couch. Did I mention that too? Okay.
Honestly, Michael Jackson has so many hits, but I'm not gonna front. PYT speaks to me, baby. Okay, human nature, of course, because I'm a softie. And honestly, everything Michael is a GOAT.
My favorite Michael Jackson song, believe it or not, is actually Smooth Criminal. I know people think about the video, but there's some aspects of the song that I always like. Really why Smooth Criminal really hits me so much is it's just the memories that it comes with. Me practicing the dance moves, even when I played like Moonwalker or watched Moonwalker the movie, but there's the Moonwalker video game, I think I sent Sega Genesis as well, and just listening to the music and just, it was the way that just the music was, at least definitely on the Moonwalker version. Rather than the video version or the official single version, I actually like the Moonwalker version a little more, and just the way the music played in the background and going along with the dances, I always love that song.
If you're talking Jackson 5, then it's Who's Loving You. If you're talking about the Jacksons, then you're talking about That's What You Get for Being Polite. That's what you get for being polite. Okay, but if you're talking Michael Jackson, it's just too much. It's too much. It's gonna make me stress right now. I'd have to give you several. One would be Liberian Girl. That's one of my favorites. She's out of my life. I don't know, maybe because I just felt a kinship to him, especially he sounded like he was crying at the end. It breaks my heart to hear Michael cry. And Billie Jean, just classic Michael. And because I probably seen him perform that song probably the most out of all of them, because I don't think there was a concert that Michael could do without doing Billie Jean. And then when he first moonwalked on the, what was it, the Motown 25 special for the very first time, it was to Billie Jean. So that song captured my heart because there was so much that I connect to that one song.
when Michael Jackson passed away, I was in the car and I was on my way to pick up my little cousin from school, and I heard it on the radio, and I just remember everybody in the car just crying. Like, it was just so sad. Everybody on the radio was crying. I think I was listening to Hot 97, and it was just so emotional. Like, the whole day they played Michael Jackson, it was just very sad.
I was at my cousin's graduation. She was graduating from high school, and my boyfriend texted me telling me that Michael Jackson had died, and I went off on him. I was like, no, he's in cardiac arrest. I didn't want to believe it. And then when I went outside, all the cars were playing Hot 97, and every car was playing PYT, and that's how I knew it was real.
I was actually sitting in the barber's chair. I was getting ready to get my hair cut, and I get a phone call. I look at the phone, I put it down. I get another phone call from the same person. Then I get a text from my cousin, are you okay? Then I get a couple other texts, and I'm like, what's going on? Then boom, I look at Twitter, and Michael Jackson, I think, hadn't been confirmed yet, but I think CNN was the first people to say that Michael Jackson had passed away. So I go to my brother, I'm like, yo, they're saying Michael Jackson died. He's like, word? So we put it on the channel, and that was right when they were actually declaring officially that Michael Jackson had passed away.
I was at the radio station. I was working on my production stuff here at the radio station. I was producing Miss Info's segment on Funk Flex's show called Celebrity Drama. So that was like a big story she kind of reported on.
When Michael Jackson passed away, I'll never forget, I was at the dance studio that I used to go to when I was in high school. It's called Aspiring Young Artists in Hempstead in Long Island, and that is when we found out Michael had passed away, and we were actually getting ready for our recital that was supposed to happen, and our instructor changed everything. Everything stopped in that moment, and it turned into a Michael Jackson tribute from beginning to end, because he just meant so much to the culture, so much to music in general, dance in general, that we had to change everything up. And of course, we nailed it in the name of Michael Jackson.
I was on the air, and the news had started to come through, but I would not mention anything on air. And I remember when I got home, I just decided I'm going to get into bed, because wherever I am, if I do hear this news, I am going to collapse. I was convinced that would happen. And my boss called me. She was the program director of Kiss FM, and she said, Shayla, I got news from LA that he's gone. And I just went crazy on her. I just saw red. I don't even know what I said to her, and to this day she probably thinks I'm crazy. I love you, Jill. And she hung up, because I guess she felt like, okay, because it was not announced. She was telling me this prior to anyone coming on TV to say that this was valid and true. And it wasn't until Jermaine Jackson came on and he made the announcement that I just fell apart. I felt like an integral part of my growing up was gone. I never thought I would live without Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson being in this world, and to be gone so soon just left me with a real empty feeling. I remember at that point playing Michael Jackson, my kids probably thought I was crazy at that point, because I just played it over every song. One Day in Your Life, going back as far as that, Dear Michael, songs, obscure songs that were very popular, just reliving the moments that in my mind I shared with him. And matter of fact, going through my mind to the last time I saw Michael, which was at the Garden, September 10th. I'll never forget, 2001. It was rain, it was a monsoon. We actually had a promotion where we gave a listener the opportunity to meet Michael with me. And I missed the opportunity to meet him because I got stuck in traffic in the rain. And boy, did I cry. I was talking about go outside in the rain. I was crying. And years later, the winner did call me and tell me about the whole experience. And she was saying how they were standing there waiting for me to come, and I just never showed. And that whole concert got morphed by what happened the next day. 9/11 happened the next day, so we never got to talk about it and celebrate the fact that Michael was at the Garden for the first time in so many years, and he had also reunited with the Jacksons that night, so all of that was morphed by what happened after that, but not in my mind, because I carry it with me. And I had the pleasure of speaking to Jackie Jackson and Tito Jackson and reliving that concert on that particular night with them. So it kind of was a little something to help heal the wound. I'm still wounded, as you can tell, and I look forward to the MJ the musical, because I'll probably go see that about a good 2 million times, because I am the magnanimous president of the Michael Jackson fan club.